Okay, so it was my first time playing Nationals and also my first time playing in person against anyone that isn't Alex. And I did play Madolche. I did have fun, but I did not win anything. It didn't go over so well, and I'm not blaming myself mostly, but the hands I drew actually. I bricked really hard a lot of the times, and it definitely hurt my feelings. And in the first round, I went against Rose Pile, and I got OTK'd in in both of the games. And I lost the dice roll, and I thought, yeah, let's go first. And I bricked. I only had Handtraps, and I'm not sure what he did, but I couldn't even use the Handtraps effectively. He basically like hand-trapped the Handtraps. I can't even remember. It was traumatizing. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty standard monster-wise. So I played 3 Magilene, 3 Petting Sisters, because obviously 3 Hoot Cakes, 2 Messengelatos, 1 Angele, because I only had 1, but we bought 2 copies actually during the event, and I was very happy because, spoiler alert, I dropped out of the tournament because I was a little butthurt, and then I joined the public events, and then I had 3 Angeles in my deck, and I was very happy, and still didn't win, so waste of money, perhaps. And 1 pudding says as well. So these are the Madolche Monsters I played. Yeah, one of my hands was actually only Madolche Monsters, and I think I had only Petting Sis in my hand to start off the combo, and she got blocked immediately. And because I didn't have any hand traps, any spells, any normal traps, I was blocked, and that was well, it for that round, so it didn't go over well. And yeah, I have more of those. Like, that wasn't the only time I bricked really hard, and it just hurt my feelings, but yeah. Anyways, the Madolche traps I played: 2 tickets, 1 salon, which was probably a mistake, as I will mention later on, 1 chateau, and 2 promenades, and 1 knights. And yeah, the normal spells I played were Change of Heart and Pot of Desires, and he ruined everything in one of the rounds for me, because Pot of Desires was on my starting hand, and I had only hand traps, and I was like, okay, Pot of Desires, come through. He did not come through. I banished at least one of my tickets. I banished Salon, I banished both of my promenades, I banished Knights, I banished Pudding Cess, and Angeli, and at least 1 Petting Sister, and that hurt. It really did hurt, and the cards I gained were, I think, like 2 dead cards. I don't remember what it was, but I must admit it hurt so bad. And I don't think the ratios are off in the deck. I just think I had the unluckiest draws that are possible in like the history of ever. It hurts so bad, not gonna lie.
Was the 2 drawn cards 2 Messengelato?
No, but I think like Fruitcake and Messengelato, and I didn't have any monsters in the graveyard. I think it was both of them, but I'm not sure.
Yikes.
And yeah, it was pretty bad. And yeah, I also played this random dude. I was able to summon him once, and he nearly won me a game, actually, because I was able to beat another monster that was also at 2600, and then dealt damage to my opponent, and I think I got him down to like 300, but I was also like on really low life points, and I didn't have any cards left in hand and lost the next round, but close enough. I didn't come close to winning like that. And yeah, I played a lot of hand traps like Ash and Effect Veiler, and I got Effect Veilered a lot actually, like at least 5 times. And I think that's just plain rude, but that's just me. I also played whatever that is in English. Never ending.
Infinite Impermanence.
Yeah. And DD Crow, I used that one a lot actually during one of the games where I played against the Dino deck. That was fun. The guy I played was really nice. I really liked playing against him. He was so nice. And I also played Nibiru. I didn't actually use Nibiru because I always use it raw. And then my opponents know that I have Nibiru and they're like, yeah, well, now I'm not going to summon for a 5th time. And I'm like, you should. Gamma, and I bricked a lot with Gamma actually because I think at least twice I drew Gamma and the
driver.
The guy, and the driver at least twice, and I had him in so often. It hurt so bad. My hands were so bad, and you've seen my deck with also Caught from the Grave to negate Handtraps. Like I play a lot of Handtraps, but only like one negate to really go against Handtraps. But I wouldn't say that the ratios are off by that much, but I think they are off in some way because having that many bad hands, that I just think I might have wronged someone in a past life because that was just not it. I also have a side deck. I think I sided pretty effectively. Like I have the token collector, which I've used against the Dino guy, and as soon as I whipped that one out, he had to skip the round because I was like, I cannot do anything. I relied on blocking you with a token, and I can't now, so it's your turn. Yeah, I also have, I think, Warning Point? No.
Red Reboot.
Yeah. I don't know what that does. I did not cite it in. And this card, I also forget what that one does. I did also not cite that one in. Twin Twisters, pretty basic. Anti-Spell Fragrance, I did cite that one in pretty frequently, and people did get annoyed with me, and that felt kind of good, not gonna lie. Because I, for one, wasn't the one getting, like, cock-blocked by the heart of the cards. Also, that one, I don't...
Different Dimension Ground.
Yes. That was also pretty annoying to some people. And Dimension Barrier, I did also use that one quite frequently. And most of the time when I cited in some of these, I just cited out some of the hand traps that weren't effective against some decks because, I don't know, some were like, yeah, if you have a monster on the field, you can negate that one's effect, but a lot of people like played effects from their graves or from hands. They didn't do anything.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, and yeah, basically the 20 euros entrance fee were slightly wasted, but I did have fun. And then, as I said, I dropped out after round 5, and then joined the public in wins. I actually do have one win because my opponent didn't show up, but that does not count. And yeah, I did also lose during the public event, but it was very, very close. And if I didn't break during like the last time I had to draw, I would have won. I would have actually won. That hurt so bad.
Did you play against the Albas, Fallen of Albas deck at all? The branded Despia stuff?
Yes, at one point, and I did banish that one, and the guy was angry. it was the dude from the Yugioh team.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, I do feel like he deserved that, and I really wish I would have won against him, or I would have loved if one of the like 20 girls that were actually there would have played against that guy and beat him, because I do know that he would be crying, shitting, throwing up, punching the wall. Like, unpleasant person.
Keep it PG.
No.
Okay, how about your extra deck? Because you haven't showed us that.
I forgot. Yeah, I played Tiramisu. I love her. She's so pretty. All of them are pretty. Not gonna lie.
Did she come up much?
Yes, I played her like a lot. She's very helpful actually, especially because non-targeting removal. So that's amazing. Glace Soufflé. Yeah, I mostly played her to go into. Oh, where is she? I forgot.
Chocolate a la mode.
Yeah, I mostly played her to go into her, but it was also a good strategy like that. A la mode is like amazing. I did not play her. I also didn't play that guy or this woman.
Yeah, that's Sistart, Gravity Controller, and Geonator Transverser.
I tried to summon him once, and I can't remember what happened, but the summon was blocked. And
oh no.
It hurt my feelings. I played this guy quite a lot, and someone did find a pretty good way around him by banishing him when he came back during the end phase with a trap card, which I found interesting. It felt illegal. It wasn't, but it felt yeah, I also didn't get to play this guy because, like I said, I drew the Gamma and Driver dudes a lot, so I couldn't, like, there was no way. I did not play her, although she is very shiny.
Nice.
And I also did not play this dude because I do not know what he does, and this was not the time to find out.
For context, that's IP Masquerainer and Magnite Crusader Avramax.
Like he said.
Any last words you want to say about the deck? What would you change?
Yeah, I think I will play less Handtraps. I would actually use more like monster negates if I could.
More Angelis, I assume.
Yeah, more Andelias. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, she's actually amazing. Like, she can start the whole combo. She makes or breaks it. And someone asked me, like, no, not someone, but a lot of people asked me, do you play Prosperity? Why don't you play Prosperity? Because I am not worth it to my boyfriend.
No.
I am not worth it. We went to the event together, but we left separate. We are broken people.